my soul is to ride, ride, ride.
Well, hey everybody. Been having fun the past couple of months. Y'all been riding? I've been doing some riding, but there just hadn't been anywhere to go to. It's pretty much, hey, where do you want to ride to? It's more like, where do you want to go and turn around in their parking lot and come back? We've been getting around and just haven't been having much time to do the video editing and stuff, so I thought I'd throw something out there. It's June and I notice people are just way over this stay-at-home stuff, and I think I lasted to the end of January, a whole 2 weeks, and that's it. We had to get out and ride. I'm not really a car guy, but I can appreciate these classics. Being cooped up, everybody's taking the cars out and drifting around every major intersection in the city. Come to work, I see almost every intersection has that. If you're wondering what happened, I just went around the guy. People just forgot how to drive. End of January, we rode down by the beach, and there's still people out. Stores were still kind of open. Go in, and it was all to-go stuff. And so we just go out and go to the park and have our stuff there until they, of course, close the parks, because that's what we were doing. February rolled around and we were still out doing our thing, doing a few fundraisers, taking supplies to homeless and shelters, stuff like that. Then they put an end to that. So we started taking rides out in the middle of nowhere and found out what happens when you take a local's directions. You end up going down a dirt road and having to go through a little stream. Turned into a little hold my beer moment. Hold my beer.
Here goes Maverick.
I know, slow ride, but Maverick's never been off-road before. Let alone going through a stream. Walk it through. He's a good guy, though. Here's me. You didn't catch after I went past him. I got back tire spinning and went up the road, fishtailing. Yeah, Brett did a good job, but into the ditch. Now what? April came and it seemed nobody was working. So we took a ride out over the Ortega into Lake Elsinore, and I've never seen Ortegas so clear. People were going to the falls and it was just packed. So of course they had to put an end to that and close the falls. They started closing all the turnouts and anywhere anybody could park, because you can't gather together in groups unless later on we find out, unless you're protesting something, then hey, go for it. The media created a couple new oxymorons. So we had either violent protests or peaceful riots. Oh my God. We were feeling pretty bad for all the kids who had to spend their birthdays locked up in home. So we would ride out and do a drive-by and wave and do anything we can just to make their birthday a little bit better. And here's one of them in the virus thing, and thought that can't stand, and grabbed a bunch of bikers together, head over Ortega Highway down into Elsinore, do a meetup with some other people. Got a good 30 bikes or so, and still more to come. Got a few classic cars, some people decorated their cars and trucks, and wish these kids a happy birthday. Tell right away, and you could see the smiles on their face even before we got there. I'm sure they heard us coming about a mile away. Excuse the blurring in the video, but that's done for privacy and other reasons. So we do a loop around, meet up with the cars that decorated. Now, how awesome is that? If you know any kids having a birthday, do the same thing, man. It's a lot of fun. Makes their day, makes their birthday. Deemed essential, this was my ride into work. And there was nobody on the streets. It was weird. I was going past Cook's Corner, and usually a busy biker bar was empty. Next weekend, we found out where everybody was. Took a ride up to Crystal Lake, and wow, this is what we ran into. Now, other than the parts where everybody was stopping and swimming and having a good old time, it was wide open. Really beautiful ride. Hardly any traffic. I'll just hit the fast forward button through this mess, and everybody was getting a little frustrated trying to get around, everybody trying to park and doing U-turns, Y-turns. But we got through, and just a beautiful ride after that. Hardly anybody. Whether it be Ortega, Crystal Lake, anywhere we went, you always had that one guy going 20 miles per hour and just will not pull over. Going back home, going through downtown Orange, and a lot of people were really over it. It was almost back to its old crowded self. We did go on this one awesome ride. 22 miles of single lane, two-way traffic. Although we didn't see much traffic on this road, it is out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, check it out. If it's something you like to do, you might consider subscribing. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified about the video. I'll put up a map and the route we took. We did find some water that we had to pump out of a well. Hey, all part of the adventure. That'll be in the video too, and where you can find this little pump to get your water. I think we ended up finding a lake somewhere and having a picnic by there. Well, throw down a like, and hope to see you out on the road. Keep that shiny side up and tires on the ground. Have a good one. Bye.